What's up with y'all boys, man? Exclusivebuildz here, where we do everything exclusive. And today video is actually about a title, man. We back with another NBA player build video. And today, bro, man, we got James Harden, man. Prime James Harden, Houston Rockets, James Harden, ISO God, ISO Demon, James Harden, 3-point, sniping, shot creating, you know what I'm saying, James Harden. Now, earlier in the year, in like season 1, I had a James Harden build. I made him the wrong way the first time, remade it. You know what I'm saying? And then they patched the step backs, the hop jumpers and fades and all this shit on the 3, and I had to delete it. You know what I'm saying? But now we are going to try and make a prime James Harden 100% as far as like height, what his actual attribute should be for a 3-pointer, and real life James Harden on the defense and finishing and shit like that. But there's multiple different ways you can make this build, but I'm only going to show one. But I will tell you there's one attribute here that you can take all the way off, and it will completely give you other attribute points and change the build just overall. But yeah, with that being said, not about to sit and do too much talking. Let's go ahead and get into how to make this prime Houston Rockets James Harden. But before we do that, let's get this video 10-20 likes on the video. That'd be very appreciated. And if you knew we were gonna stay here, hit that sub button. Yeah, boy, get to 5,000 subs. You feel me? All that would be very appreciated. But let's get into it though, man. Point guard or shooting guard, 6'5", 188 on the weight with a 6'5" wingspan. And we're gonna start out with our physicals first. Alright, so far speed, man, we're gonna rock out with an 86 on the speed. 86 on the speed is, you know what I'm saying, it's keeping up with everybody else with the same amount of speed. Agility for this build, I believe I did I think I did 80 on this one. It was either 77 or 80 on one of these templates, but for right now I think this is what I did on this template. So we're just gonna rock out with this right here. Then the strength, bro, we're gonna go with a 73 on the strength just so we can get that strong handles on gold. James Harden has always been a big, strong, powerful guard. Having that strong handles only makes sense as well with having a movable enforcer on bronze. You can use that as a tier 2+2, get it to go to help you play a little bit better defense, and as well a physical finisher and shit like that gonna be on silver. And then as far as vertical on this build, I didn't want to go posterizer. We're just gonna use a +1 on there. We're just gonna give ourselves our off ones and off 2 pro contacts and a silver posterizer base model. So we're just going with a 78 vertical. And as far as physicals, I feel like this is very solid, but it is also very easy to add 2 more points to the vertical and to get a driving dunk to a 93, which we're gonna get into all that right now. So let's go to move on to the finishing. Alright, y'all boys, so far as finishing, close shot, I believe all that's tied to the layup. So layup is going to go all the way to an 85 layup. Now, James Harden should probably have base model float game on gold or higher, but hey, bro, man, we ain't really worried about that. We're shooting threes majority of the time. If you want to throw in layups and shit in your game, you definitely could do that with this build with an 85 at a very high rate. So we're just gonna rock up with 85. I believe we still do unlock all his layup animations and shit like that as well, so we solid there. But like I said, there was one attribute here that if you want to take it off, was really like taking 10 points off going down to 75. You can add a lot of different things to your defense and even adding more driving dunk to get to a 93 driving dunk. But yeah, man, shit, if y'all want to keep the layup, y'all can. If y'all don't, take it off. Now, as far as dunk, at base model, we going with a 68 dunk, and we're adding 5 caps here. It's going to take us all the way to a 90 driving dunk. If you're S4 or more, you get athletic 360s, ultra athletic tomahawks, and all the other good stuff, right? So that's all we need. We got our off ones, our 2 pro contacts, silver posterizer, use a +1 to get that to go. And then for our standard dunk, we just gonna rock out with a 40 on the standard dunk to get that one little animation. And post control, I believe this is tied to our ball handle, and that's gonna go to a 40 as well. But finishing, this is what we got here. Now let's go to move on to the shooting. Alright, y'all boys, so far as mid-range, this is tied to our 3-pointer, and it's gonna, our mid-range is gonna go to 84. 84 is very solid enough to hit mid-ranges in this game very consistently, especially with all of these 3-pointer badges that we're gonna have on Legend. Because on this James Harden build, like none of the other ones I had, this one actually gonna have a 99.3. He's up there with, you know what I'm saying, changing today's league with the 3-point shooting, the step backs and all that shit, bro. And James Harden is one of the best shooters, you know what I'm saying? So having a 99.3 for James Harden, it only makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere between a 96 to a 99.3 for James Harden, I feel like that's all you need. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just cool on that. Free throw, we went to a 89 on the free throw 5s. If you don't play 5s, take this free throw off and add these points elsewhere. Before I shoot, this is pretty much it. Now, speaking of specializations though, the reason I haven't brought it up yet, because we're only going to be specializing in playmaking on this build. Finishing doesn't make sense. Shooting, you're already going to have all legend shooting badges, so that doesn't make sense neither. So we're only going to be specializing in playmaking with this build. But speaking of playmaking, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, bro, so far as pass accuracy at base model, we're going with a 75. Now this is where cap breakers come into play. I forgot to mention in the intro, 20 cap breakers is all you need to fully get this build how it needs to be overall. But if you only have 15 or something like that, I would probably pass accuracy would probably be the last thing I put caps on. But adding 5 caps here is going to give me to an 85 pass. Bell out on bronze, LeBron James passed out, even some James Harden passed out, and all the other stuff. I believe he got a passed out. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe you do. If you don't, still use LeBron or what's that name? De'Aaron Fox or K Cunningham. Any of those, very solid. But as far as ball handle though, we're going with a 90 ball handle at base model, and we're adding 5 caps. We're gonna get a 95 ball handle, Hall of Fame handles for days, Hall of Fame ankle assassin. We get our gold unpluggable. We can use +1s on ankle assassin, get that to legend. Same thing with the handle for days for all my dribbling niggas. I can get that joint to legend as well, so you can do all type of dribbling. And as far as speed with ball, we're gonna rock out with 86 on the speed with ball, and this is where we will be using our playmaking +2 badge +2 joint. Get this to legend as well, so we can move as fast as possible around the court and get to anywhere we want to get to and get any bucket at any time. Now yeah man, as far as this is as far as playmaking, bro, this is all we have. Ain't really too much else to say besides a 95 ball handle, 99 3, and a 90 dunk on a James Harden build. Come on, fool, can't go wrong with it. But yeah man, let's go to move on to the defense. Alright, y'all boys, so far as interior. Now we all know majority of coaches and stuff like that, or people that ever played against James Harden, they always say he was a good post defender. But what is the chances of you actually running across fucking post scoring point guard or 2 guard? So I'm not going to do anything accurate here and give you post lockdown on bronze, even though I did make a template to do it. But this template, we're just taking it off. We keeping it up for 2K only, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna take that off. But perimeter, man, we're gonna go with a 74 prim. This is not the best, and it's definitely not the worst. And then 60 on the steal, just get interceptor on bronze. And if you was to get 25 some cap breakers throughout all the seasons and hitting vet 2, getting your lifetime challenges done, crew challenges, seasons, and all that shit, if you get 25 caps, you can add 5 here, you know what I'm saying? And you'll get to a, I think it was a 86 steal to get that silver interceptor, you know what I'm saying? But hey, that's the last thing you'll upgrade on this build. And then the last thing I'm upgrading is the block at a 60, so we can get good jump shot animations on the perimeter, and even if you time it right on the back door, you get a block. But yeah man, that's just pretty much the build. We're not really gonna touch anything on the rebounding, and with doing that is one of the reasons why James Harden would not be in the shades, because you gotta have a 60 D board to get bro in the shades and have the pass accuracy higher than that and the dunk. But hey bro, cap breakers, you gonna get all that shit, bro, besides the rebounding. But as far as my almost 100% accurate James Harden build that can still be very lethal in online gameplay and a build that you won't waste your bread on, this is what I came up with. I feel like this would probably been the best version of a James Harden build, especially being 6'5". If y'all agree with me, let me know down in the comments below. But yeah man, other than that, let me go ahead and show y'all this cap breaker screen. Alright bro, so this is the order that I would go for it, bro. If you only have 5 caps, I would advise your first 5 to go to the dunk. You know, so you'll be cool with a 93 dunk. Then once you get 10, go 99 3. Then once you get 15, go 95 ball handle. Or you can go pass accuracy off the rip. You know what I'm saying? But then once you get to 20, it's really up to you. You know what I'm saying? If you want the pass accuracy at an 85, or if you want to just keep it at a 75, it's cool. If you want to get an 85 steal, but your next 5 caps for 20, you can go steal it at that point. You know what I'm saying? Or perimeter. You know what I'm saying? Either way. But adding 4 to perimeter, you will get like an 86 prim with just 4 caps. But either way, bro, you know what I'm saying? Once you get to 20, you feel me? You'll have 85 pass or 86 steal or 86 prim. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do. But once you get to 25, shit, you will have one of them damn defensive caps if you ever get there. But hey, that's just the order that I would go in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. If y'all want to take that layup off by any means, do it. Add more points to the defense. Alright y'all boys, y'all seen that cap breaker screen. I told you 15 to 20 caps is all you need. I told y'all what order I would go with. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But as far as the build, I feel like this is the perfect fucking James Harden template. You know what I'm saying? If you agree with me, man, go ahead and make the build. You feel me? Go out there, Go crazy. Shoot threes from half. Use that deep bomber tape. Sharp shooting tape. Get some ankles. You know what I'm saying? Go crazy. Step backs and all that shit. Do exactly what James Harden do. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got that heat check shit with your sharp shooting takeover. Come on, bro. The real life step backs is gonna be looking like season 1. You feel me? But hey, it is what it is, man. Shit, we ain't gonna be able to do it without the badge, so hey, you gotta get that badge first, bro. But this the build. Now, as far as the build name, man, 3-point sniping creator. That's James Harden to me. You know what I'm saying? That's James Harden and them step backs and shit. You feel me? That's definitely 3-point creating James Harden right here. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I aced that part of the build. And then as far as shades, we ain't really tripping off this. But we got Darren Williams, which is the bright part of this. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese Halliburton, cool. Whoever the other dude is, I don't know who he is, but not the best shades, honestly. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, man, this is James Harden build. Hopefully y'all fucking with it. If y'all are fucking with it or like anything about this video, then go to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And shit, I'm out of here, man. But before I go ahead and get this video to 10, 20 likes. Subscribe, help your boy get to 5,000 subs. Turn post notifications on, share the video so it get pushed out to the YouTube recommendeds. So everybody get a hold of this very raw, accurate, demigod, extremely unstoppable James Harden build. But yeah, man, with that being said, I'm out of here. Catch y'all boys in the next video.